Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of Fall Classic Baseball. This is our Oakland A's 1980s project. This is game 50. I'm responsible for games from 49 to, I believe, 64. 16 games total in the first part of the project. And in game 2, it is the Oakland A's at Cleveland, June 4th, 1980. It's Dan Spillner in the game against Bob Lacey. McCaddy started the game for the A's, but he was demolished. Gave up 8 runs, and the Oakland A's here in the top of the 4th, they trail by a score of 8-1. And had some lagging issues with the internet. I don't know why it's happening onto the sound, so I hope I don't lose my stream. It has a tendency to happen right about this time. It's like people get home and everybody gets on the internet. So this is not the best time to stream, at least in my neighborhood. So let's see how far we get in this game. We are in the top of the 4th inning. I played this till about 4 a.m. until I couldn't take it anymore. An 8-1 game. It was just total. McCaddy just took a pounding. It was, it was no doubt about it. He was giving up line drives left and right, and there was no stopping it. And he'd load the bases, he'd give up a walk, then a single, then another walk, and then he'd get 2 outs, and then he'd give up a bases clearing double. Pitcher to give up that many runs, but it was just impossible to stop. Yeah, there it is. Not connection though, bit. I don't know how far we'll get through this, but we'll see what happens. Otherwise, we'll do it again tonight, later at night. It's usually. All right, Dan Spillner against Wayne Gross. Let's do it. And we are in the 4th inning. So we're going to look. It's a 35. 35 is a blank there. Spillner is an A pitcher. Both pitchers were A pitchers, by the way. And the 35 is an out, kind of an out. It's a grounder short. Jerry Dubinsky scoops it, fires the first in time, 1 away. 1980 A's. Dave Revering, cleanup batter. He's a first baseman. And that's a 13. 13 is an out. And that is a fly to left. Charbonnet, he's out there. And that is 2 down. Or Charbonneau. Joe Charbonneau, that's how you pronounce that. And Mitchell Page, a lefty. It's a 56. That's usually a strikeout, and it is. So he swings and misses at a slider that's a little bit outside the strike zone to retire the side. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. It's the new pitcher's Bob Lacey. He can go 10 batters. So we'll see how far we can get him to go. Let me see how many he's faced so far. He has faced just 2 so far. That 3rd inning was a tough one for McCaddy. Gave up 4 runs. He's also, I believe, given up a 2-run single. Another 2-run single there. Wow, just giving up a lot of hits. Anyway, all right, so it's Toby Harrah. Toby Harrah on the day is 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Here's a pitch. That's a 12. 12 is a base on ball, so that's the 3rd walk for Toby Harrah today. Hey, ID Jester, I was posting this morning on your video you left on. We got to hear your morning activity as it was on, but I don't think you knew it. I didn't have your email. I would have emailed you about your live stream that you left on. My morning activity. I was not live in the morning, my friend. What do you mean by that? I was not. This is the first time I've come into the video room. What activity were you listening to? Because there was no activity in this room. That's for sure. ID Jester. So I was on about 4 a.m. Are you talking about 4 a.m.? And no, I wasn't even on at 4 a.m. actually. I was playing. I wasn't on. Last time I was on was last night, late last night, maybe at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. But there's no way that stream's going to be on all night like that. Oh, I was streaming for hours. That's weird. Gotta look into that. Making coffee. Oh, that's probably my stream that ended at 10 o'clock. And I was so disgusted I probably never turned it off. So then I was making coffee. There's nothing much happening here, man. At that time of the night, I did play another game later on that night, and it must not have been the most exciting stream on the planet. Basically, that's funny. All right. So anyway, I imagine it turned off eventually, since there was no action, there was no voice, there was nothing. So I guess YouTube identified that there was no stream, no information going on. Walking around, well, my son walked around, so you were probably listening to him walk around, and he was making noise, and that's funny. Yeah, he gets up, but this morning, early in the morning, my wife went to work. That's the only thing. After that, I slept. I didn't get out of bed till now. I've been in bed the whole day, so you didn't hear me walking around. My son got up a few times, but he didn't get up till about noon. So anyway, all right. So let's continue this game. I want to get this finished. It's an 8-1 ball game. I don't even know why I'm streaming this, but Joe Charbonneau, he's up. Here's a pitch from Bob Lacey, and that is 24. 24 is a potential hit by pitch, and it is not. So it's going to be an out, and that is a line out, and it was a 24, so it's going to be a line out to the second baseman. Oh, Toby Harris on at first, and that's a triple star. Runner on second or first is doubled off if less than 2 out. So yeah, it's liner to Piccolo, and Toby Harris caught off guard, and he guns it to first, and he is out. Double play, great play. Great heads-up play by the defensive-minded Piccolo. And that will end the inning, just like that. A line drive double play. All right, Dave Rosello's up. Oh, no, I got Tony Armas up. Why do I thought Dave Rosello was up? That's weird. Oh, wait, okay. That was 2 outs in the inning. That's why Dave Rosello's up. All right, here's a pitch from Lacey. That's a 32. A 32 is a blank. Lacey, I believe, came in as a C, and that's going to be an out. Hallelujah. The A's get an out. It's grounded to the shortstop. And he throws out Rosello to retire the side. Tony Armas in the 5th inning. All right. I left it on all night. That's what happened. I played a game at 10:30 and got really disgusted because it was a league. It was opening day for the league, and I tied it up in the bottom of the 9th. And then my opponent, the Coopers, came back with 7 runs in the top of the 10th on a grand slam by Roy Campanella, and then some other stuff that happened. And I was just fed up, so I didn't even probably end the stream. I just said, "Oh, hell with this." Make noise in the morning. Like I said, my son was probably walking around and making noise. It was funny. About 8:30 a.m., it was someone in the room running around and making noise. And the video showed over 8 hours long. That was long. You guys probably thought I died in the stream, right? I was just like, I just keeled over on top of the table. RGL says, sounds like one of my games. That's funny. All right. So here's Tony Armas leading it off against Dan Spillner. Anybody remember Dan Spillner? I don't know. It's a weird character. 32. That's a blank, but a plus. So he'll if he gets on base, he will try to steal a base. And a 32 is going to be a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfields and roll to the wall. Joe Charbonneau is after it and plays it on a bounce, and Armas is in standing at second base with a leadoff double. And Armas, they're not paying much attention to him. There he goes, and no throw down. The catcher drops the ball. It's going to be an easy stolen base for Tony Armas. Jeff Newman with a runner on third. Here's a pitch We're in the fifth inning here of an 8-1 ball game. That's 16. A 16 is a strikeout. So Newman flails at a curveball out in front. And here's Mario Guerrero with a 5. It's a 35. 35 is a blank. We go to the A column in Spillner, and that is a ground ball to the third baseman with 1 out. What happens with a runner on third? He holds. Thank God they abstracted that, and I don't have to do computations every time there's a ground out. Come on, guys. I hate that. I don't want to, for every little ground out, I don't want to have to do a whole computation of +1, +2, -3, -1, +1, -2. Oh, the result is 0. Okay, now I can continue with the game. Certain parts of these games have to be, my opinion, but it means a lot, by the way. Some of these games have to be abstracted to an extent. And we as players, as gamers, have to accept, that the abstractions. We can't be like, oh, it doesn't do this or it doesn't do that. Because if you have a game that does everything somebody finds an issue with, you'll have a game that's unplayable. And some games who are very playable, slowly but surely become unplayable. And I could identify a few of them, but I won't do it because I actually like those games. But it's unfortunate that gamers and the influence gamers sometimes have a negative effect. Yes, the Mets did not lose. I was not playing the Mets. I was playing my league game, my digester. I'm in a league with time travel baseball. My team name is the Chomskys, and the Chomskys came back. They tied it up in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs. It was a Bob Baylor double, and then a Jimmy Pearsall single. No, actually a Bob Baylor 2-out triple, and the Jimmy Pearsall single that allowed the Chomskys to come back. I have not tried any other game because right now I got my hands full. I got 2 leagues. One is about to end, so then I'll be good with 1 league. And then I have a couple of projects. I have the Universal Baseball Association research project. This one I'm doing right now. So I got to focus on that. So I'm not going into any new games for just a little while. Just going to enjoy the games that I'm playing over the Christmas holiday. So I'm going to take a break from that. Just, do content for the website, do content for our hobby. So Rob Piccolo. Some guys have problems with that name. I learned that from Phil Rizzuto, Yankee announcer. Rob Piccolo. All right, so here's the swing. Here's the pitch from Dan Spillman in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. We're around 30. That's a 34. 34 is a blank. We go over to the A, and that's going to be an out. And it's a chopper to short. Dubinsky waits back now, charges, fires the first, and scooped out nicely by the first baseman, Hargrove, to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dubinsky's up. Very nice game, ID Jester. So I've been giving you a lot of props, man, for being ahead of the curve on this. You really, you were. I think you just, a common guy, and you played a game, and the game was easy to play, and that's how you reported it. I mean, you basically did what a good reporter does. You saw something that really came easy and was real fluid and had a lot of depth and character, and you were like, okay, cool, this is a good game, and you were way ahead of the curve on this. So you've been getting a lot of props from me lately. Yeah, I know. I noticed that. You were yelling. But what happens is when you yell, fire in a crowded movie theater only so many times, after a while, it's you crying wolf. They won't listen to you anymore. Oh, it was number 2, and still nobody listened to me. Well, you got so many people mad because their game wasn't number 1. That was funny. You did a good job, though. You did a good job on that. It's very, very helpful, very informative, outstanding work. Good job. Jerry Dubinsky. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. That is a 22. A 22 is going to be a stroke, not a strikeout, but a 22 is maybe a single or a strikeout. Let's see, and it is a strikeout. So Lacey, and we have to check and see how many Lacey has gone so far. Let's see how many Lacey has gone. He came in there, and he's gone 5, 6 so far. All right, so there's one out here in the bottom of the 5th. This game's going to go on forever, I have a feeling. 34 is a blank, and it's going to be a single. Ground ball and through into center field for Miguel Dillon. I don't know if you guys remember him. He stole 61 bases, so he is a speedster. All right, here's a pitch to Rick Manning, left-handed batter. We're still in the bottom of the 5th. That's a 61. 61's a blank. 61 on C is a strikeout. So Lacey strikes out Manning. And he's going to get to his limit pretty soon. And here's Mike Hargrove. It's 24. 24 is a potential hit by pitch. The human rain delay. And it's a fly ball left field. Pops it up to Ricky Henderson, and Henderson is there. And then retires the side. All right. So RGL says, I'm almost done with getting all IP seasons. Is all I'm waiting for now. Well, all right, RGL. I don't know if I should congratulate you or I should give you my condolences. That's a lot of cardboard you're storing there, man. You know that cardboard attracts roaches. And I know Florida has a lot of roaches. All the New Yorkers that move down there bring the roaches with them. I'm going to buy another one there, ID Jester. I only have one fast action deck. Should I get more, ID Jester? Oh, you got 3 or 4 of them for a good mix. Yeah, I'll get more. I'm going to get the other 3 decks just because you just inspired me to do that. But whatever I order now isn't going to get here till the middle of January because, you know, there's huge delays in the post office and the mail. Mail's got huge delays right now. Hey, all right. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. No, don't do that. Don't start doing weird stuff. No, leave my paper alone. No. You're lost. All right. I'll give you a cookie later. I'll give you a little doggy treat a little bit. Get lost. All right. Ricky Henderson's up. What is it, the top of the 6th inning? 65. That is a home run off the pitcher, -3. And that 1-9, Spillner 1-9, -3 is 1-6. See what happens. That's a deep drive off the bat of Henderson. But under it is Rick Manning on the warning track. Makes the catch. And Dwayne Murphy. Again, we're in the top of the 6th inning. That's a 12. A 12 is a walk. And Dwayne Murphy with good speed. And if you don't pay attention to these Oakland A's, they're going to be running every chance they get. And there goes Murphy. And throw down, not in time. Stolen base, easy peasy. Here's Wayne Gross. 6. It's a 55. And that is a drive in the gap. And will Manning get to it? And he does not. Drops in there. It's going to be a single. Cuts it off quickly. And let's see if that scores Murphy from second base. It was a drive. Let's see. It was a hit to right field. And right fielder's arm is an A, so it says W advances A or S risk. We're not going to risk. We're down by a lot, so we're going to hold up. It'll be a single. Runner holds at third, so first and third. And here comes Dave Revering. Dave Revering, a left-handed hitter, first baseman who bats cleanup for the 1980 Oakland A's. We're doing a Universal Baseball Association replay research project here. There's 5 coaches playing 16 games in the first round, the first setup, and then they're going to play another 16 games in the second after the All-Star break. And we're doing that within each 16 games gets played within 3 weeks, and then we report back. We put all the stats together, and then we move on to the next half of the season. We should have a season done within 6 weeks. And then that way we can do a lot of seasons and we can have more data for Fall Classic Baseball. Yes, they do. They do have a random D20 roll on. Yes, they do. I just do it this way just to mix it up. So red rings up, and let's check and see what goes on here. We're in the top of the sixth. That's a 55. That's going to be a drive pulled down the line to the right field corner. Miguel Dillon plays it off a hop, bobbles it for a second, but Revering is in at second base. And we're just going to hold we're not even going to check the cards. We're going to hold down by so many runs. We're just going to hold Wayne Gross at third base. It's an 8-2 ball game now here in the top of the sixth inning. And that's a 54 check. That was interesting. And add it with runners on base. It's going to say men on base while pitcher pass ball. Let's roll to see which one. Spillner is 1-18, so it'll probably be a wild. Oh, no, it's going to be a pass ball. And that's going to get charged to the catcher, Ron Hasse. So that's going to allow a run to score, and the other one's going to move up. So pass ball with the other runner moving. And it's Mitchell Page. Good game, easy. Everything is resolved with basically effortlessly. You know that? I mean, that's something I noticed about this game. There's everything is resolved in a very easy manner. You know, and it's based on good, strong fundamentals. It's got a little bit of Apple in it. It's got a little bit of Stratomatic. But then it's got a lot of modern twists and turns. It's got a lot of results, especially out results. I mean, it's really vivid in terms of the descriptions and the narrative of the game. So if you're not playing this game, if you're a strat player who's been waiting 6 months for them to release, a 60s, 70s, or 80s, 90s season, that's never going to happen. So you're going to be an old man before that happens, and I'm going to go to your funeral. All right. So I recommend that you pick up a game like Fall Classic Baseball, and while you're waiting for Strat to print out a season the whole year, you can get any season you want from Fall Classic Baseball. Mitchell Page, top of the sixth. Here's the pitch from Spillner, and that is a 62. 62 against an A pitcher. That's a swing and a miss, and Page strikes out for out number 2. Tony Armas is a right-handed hitter. That's a 22. That's line base hit, RBI single. Just like that. Let's see how many guys we have faced. 18. Spillner can go 28. So we faced 18. He can go still a few more. So Armas with an RBI base knock here in the top of the sixth inning. It's now 8-4. Jeff Newman, that's a 6 is a 51. That's going to be some sort of an error check on the pitcher. The pitcher Spillner's error rating is a 0, so he's going to make the play over to first, and that retires the side. This is a great game, ID Jester. So you're absolutely right, my brother. Bob Lacey's going to get replaced now by what's he going to get replaced by? He's going to Jones. Jones is going to come in and pitch in this one. He pitched in this one in reality, so we're going to have him pitch again. He pitched yesterday, but he also did that in reality. He pitched 2 days in a row. So we are he would have to pitch 6, 7, 8. We're going to need another pitcher because he can only go 8 batters. So we're going to need a third pitcher. We'll look in the following series against Boston. I have that up already on my other computer on the other screen. So here comes Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones, a right-handed relief pitcher, 35 games. 1.3 whip, 1-3 with 5 saves. Jeff Jones. All right, he's going to be facing Cliff Johnson. Who remembers Cliff Johnson? Big power hitter, big muscular African-American guy who really couldn't play any position. He really was a catcher just because he didn't have any mobility and he couldn't play. And they put him at first base for a while. He has no position on his card here, so he's just basically an American League, quintessential DH. And here's going to be the pitch. It's going to be in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that is a 16. 16 is an out. It's a grounded to second. Rob Piccolo. Easy play. 1 down. Ron Hasse. 64. That's I didn't roll to see. That's a 16. So he's going to be a C pitcher. Another C pitcher. Jeff Jones. Let me write that in. I'm not using drop some cards. I'm not using the Jones is a C pitcher. I'm not using the scorecard today. I didn't want to do double duty. Do the scorecard and then do it in iScore. So where were we? Ron Hasse. 6 is a fly out to right. I believe we pull this card. So Ron Hasse with a 6 is going to be a 54. And that is going to be a bases empty, wild. Pop out to shortstop, rain chart, roll D6, 1 to 5 clouds are moving in. 6 refer to the rain chart. So hopefully I don't have to look at the rain chart. And I don't. Okay. So Sky Pass, it's an out to shortstop. But then again, in this game, I wouldn't mind. It's already the 6th inning, so it'll be an official game, 8-4. Toby Harrah with 2 outs. Harrah's walked 3 times today, the bottom of the 6th. And it's a 33. That's going to be a rocket to left center field for a base knock for Harrah. Strokes a fastball into to cut off by Henderson. And here's Joe Charbonneau. It's a 6, and that's a 15. 15 is an out. And he's a righty, so that's going to be a grounded to third. And that's Gross throws him out. That retires the side. We're at the top of the 7th. Guerrero is up. And let's see, Spillner's still good for a couple more. So we're in the 7th. It's a 14. 14's an out. Guerrero flies one left field. It's kind of a corner out there for who's out there? Joe Charbonneau. Rob Piccolo. 7, 61. 61 is a blank. 61 is a K. Piccolo. Down looking. Had a ball that he thinks was out of the strike zone. Not happy with that call. Taking his time. Getting out of the plate. Umpire staring him down. Ricky Henderson. It's a 51. That's going to be an error check on the second baseman. And that is a 5. So that could be an error on the second baseman. Who is the second baseman? Rosello. Rosello is a 5. So that's an E4. So it's a 2-out error on the second base. And that puts Ricky Henderson on at first. Here's Dwayne Murphy. Top of the, so I think that's it. I believe that's it. Let me check. That's 27, 28. Yep, that's it. So before we pull this card, we're going to bring in a new pitcher. Dan Spillner is relieved. Relieved of his duties. It's going to be Ochingo. Ochingo. One thing, if you watch ID Gestures stuff, you will notice that one thing that he cares nothing about is getting the players, pronouncing the players' names properly. Oh, Victor Cruz is coming in. He will replace Danny Spillner. All right, and it's going to be Dwayne Murphy. And we pulled the card, I believe, and it's a 26 on Dwayne Murphy. He's a righty. It's a base hit single. And let's see what Henderson does. Henderson's going to, with 2 outs, he's going to go to, right fielder's an A-arm. He's going to go to third on this with 2 outs. Over to third. Thank goodness that's been simplified. So I don't have to look anything up or get my calculator out to move a guy from first to third. Oh, my goodness. All right. Wayne Gross is up first and third and 2 outs. Victor Cruz on the mound. He is a 7, and that's a 43. 43 is a blank. Did we roll for Cruz? I don't know that we did. I don't think we did. What did we roll there? A 4. So he's going to be an A pitcher. Cruz. And Cruz can face 9. And what do we just roll here? A 40, 43. 43 is a blank. We go over to Cruz as an A pitcher, and that's an out. It's going to retire the side fly ball. Center field. Rick Manning settles under it, squeezes it for the out. And we go bottom of the 7th. Dave Rosello. I don't know if you remember second baseman Dave Rosello. Batted .248 in 1980 for the Cleveland Indians. He's 30 years old by this time. That's a 56. 56 is a blank. Jones, we said, was a C, and it's a K. So he goes down on strikes. Jerry Dubinsky is 8-4 Cleveland. And that is a 34. 34 is a blank on Jones. It's going to be an out. Jeff Jones has a pretty good card. Wow. And that is a grounded to short, scooped up by, not Pichillo, but by Guerrero. Pichillo is also a shortstop at an 80. So far, he's playing second base. Here's Miguel Dillon. He's 1 for 4, flat out, struck out, flat out, and singled. Say 46 is ballpark. And where's that card? Let's see where that card is. There it is. It's hiding away under my screen. Ballpark card. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side. And that is a 20. That's going to be a 54 chart. Use wildest section on a 54 chart. So we're going to use the wildest section. It says a foul pop-up, fan interferes if away team fielding the ball. Batter out, no interference if it's the home team fielding the ball. But it is the away team, so it's going to be fan interference. Batter gets another roll. Look at that. We use that. This will be his other roll. That's a 7. That's a 56, and that's a swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. So he got a second chance, but to no avail. It did not work out for him. All right, let's see how we do. We're having some struggles with the internet. I don't know why. Okay, I can't get the crowd sound up at all. It's really, really quiet. It seems like a cemetery. I'm like a one of those what do they call them? Caretakers over that cemetery working the night shift, keeping himself busy. Dave Revering leading off here in the top of the 8th. He's a left-handed hitter. That's a 31. 31 is usually a base knock, and it's not with Victor Cruz. Oh, Victor Cruz, we're using the C, so it is. It's a base hit. Little ground ball that squirts through the infield. Played by Dillon A. Mitchell Page now, another lefty hitter. Switch him over, and I'm using iScore. Highly recommend iScore to make your life easier. It's much easier than using that other thing, that other contraption. I forget what it's called, Ball Stat. Forget it. I don't even want to talk about it. Mitchell Page, here's a pitch. It's a 35. 35 is a blank. 35, here's a K. So Victor Cruz with a heck of a card. Holy smokes. Got a 1.1 whip. Must have had a really good. I had 88 strikeouts in 86 innings pitched, 55 games, 6 wins, 7 losses, 12 saves. Tony Armas. Pitch to Armas, and that is a 42. 42 is a blank. We go over to Victor Cruz, and a 42 is a base on balls. So that pushes Revering to second, first and second with 1 out, and Jeff Newman. Hey, Newman, here goes. That's a 26. 26 is against a lefty is a base hit. Otherwise, it's an out, kind of an out. It's a fly ball right field. Nobody's advancing here. It's a run with risk at second, but we're not going to do that. Not down by 4 runs. We need a home run right here. It's going to be Mario Guerrero, and we're going to bring in a pinch hitter, see somebody has some power. Who did they use? They used Davis and Heath. Let's see if one of those guys has some power. Davis and Heath. Got some cards on the floor, which I'm not going to bend over to get. he hit 4 home runs and 200 at bats. He's got a little power, a little pop. Mike Davis hit 1 home run and 95 at bats. No pop there. Who else did they pinch hit with? Mike Heath. Mike Heath may be one of the guys on the floor. There's Mike Heath. Let's see what he looked like in terms of power. Great to hit a home run here. 1 home run and 300 at bats. So the guy with the most power is actually the guy that doesn't pinch hit. But we are going to bring in, against a righty, Victor Cruz, we're going to bring in a lefty. Because Mike Davis is good at versus righties. So we're going to bring in, and then we're going to bring in Klutz to play shortstop. All right. Mike Davis, we have to write him in. I don't think he's played. So a home run here would make it a 1-run ball game. So we're hoping to catch lightning in a bottle. All right, Mike Davis is coming in. He's a left-handed hitter. I'll tell you a little bit about what he does. Again, we're not going to get our phone won't work for that. Let's see if we can get another one. Let's see why we're struggling here. Hold on 1 second. I got something. Not the best one. I don't like it too much. Let me see if I get this one. This one's a little bit better. That sounds much better. I like that one better. All right, now is more realistic. Mike Davis. There it goes. It's stuck again. I don't know. I'm going to have to turn off my phone and restart it. Let me do that. There's something wrong with my phone. It's not picking up the internet properly. All right, so we're going to wait a second. Here's Mike Davis. Here's the pitch from Victor Cruz. That's an 8. It's a 46. It's a no park home run. Oh, that's not good. But let's see what happens with the park card. And that is an 8. An 8. He is a lefty. And nope, this is going to be a foul out to the third baseman. Toby Hara waits for it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So that was exciting. A home run there would have brought us within 1 run after being down 8-1. So we're still in the game. We still have 1 more inning. You know, I believe in miracles. All right. So Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones can go how many? He can go 8. Now let me see how many he's gone. And he's gone 6. He's gone 7. So we're going to pull Jones. Let me see who else I can bring in for these guys. Slide over. Let's see. You know what? I have to check the. I have to pull up a box score, and I have them here somewhere. Let me see if I have them open on. Let me see. Well, I don't have the box scores up. Okay, so I'm going to have to get 1980. 1980 athletics. Let me get rid of what was there. 1980 athletics. And we're going to see game 50. I've got 14 more games to go in my assigned games for the project. The Universal Baseball Association Facebook group project. And let's see if we get the schedule out of here. Wow, what will we do without Baseball Reference? Holy smokes, I think I use it 10 times a day. Can't believe that I'm charged for using this thing, but I better hush it before they get onto it. All right, so 50, game 50. We're going to look at the next, look at the next game, the next box score, except the A's had so many complete games. You know, Matty Keough had 50 complete, 28 complete games. So sometimes it's going to be hard to find Macho Camacho. All right, so we're going to pull out Macho Camacho. Mickey Klutz is going to be the shortstop, the new shortstop. So I got to put him in. And Ernie Camacho is going to come out and he's going to faces two lefties. Let's see if we got Camacho and who else? Dave Hamilton. I think Dave Hamilton's actually a lefty. That'll work better for us. Dave Hamilton. Learning these players for the 1980 team, I haven't really, not really a huge fan. I always thought they were fascinating. Just not a huge. Oh, there he is. Found him. Dave Hamilton. He is a lefty, so there you go. So I do know a little bit. So Dave Hamilton's coming in to face a few lefties. I'm going to write in Hamilton here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's an 8-4 ball game. But the Athletics have been getting runners on, so you can't say that they haven't had chances. So they're still in the ball game, 4 runs down, I'd say. And we're going to bring in Dave Hamilton. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's a lefty. Bats lefty, it doesn't matter. And he had a 2.4 whip, pretty high whip, 21 games, but he was in games around this time. And we need him here against Rick Manning. I'm going to put Rick Manning over to the left side because we have him as a right-handed batter. Let's just fix that real quick. He's bats lefty now. All right, let me see if I get a little sound effects for the last inning. And it's going to be Rick Manning leading off here, the bottom of the 8th. So that's a 36. Oh, we don't know what. So there's a 36, and he's going to be a B pitcher. He's a lefty, so that is going to be a B. Oh no, 1 to 10 is an A. So he's going to be an A pitcher, and that is, what did I say it was? It was 36. 36 is an out. It's a fly ball left field. So sends with the opposite field. But right there is Ricky Henderson. 1 down. Oh, we got a new pitcher. We got to put in Mickey Klutz at new shortstop. We got to put in Mickey Klutz at shortstop. Forgot to do that. I'm glad I remembered. All right, and Mike Hargrove now. Here's the pitch. It's a 46. A 46 against a righty is a single, but against a lefty, he's not good at hitting lefties. It's going to be a line out to the shortstop. So Mickey Klutz with a leap, and he brings it down. So he's showing off his elevation. It's a line out to shortstop for out number 2. And here's Cliff Johnson. Cliff Johnson today's 1 for the single, struck out, walked, and grounded out. Here's a 51. That's going to be a error check, and an error is on the third baseman. Third baseman is Wayne Gross, and Wayne Gross, that's a 16. There's no way error rating that high, but you never know. He has a 6 error rating, so he makes a nice play and throws it over to first to retire the side. Last licks for the A's in an 8-4 game. All right, ID gesture. Let's see. That I find that to be one of the best features of this game. How come you don't print out the team sheet so you have all of the ratings and slots for your fingertips? Yes, that's exactly what I need. The team sheets. Print out the team sheets for 1980. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you very much. That is my project right after these 3 outs. I'm going to print out the team sheets because that would make my life so much easier. And the fact that they have that accessible and available is something that a lot of games don't offer. I think 90% of the games don't offer that. And you just reminded me that that's right. This game does offer that. And that's great because that way I don't have to be looking at the cards and figuring everything out. Thank you, ID Jester. No, I use the automatic system for steals. In other words, if there's a little plus sign, I roll, and I think I didn't even roll last time. I think I just ran because there's a game that does that, time travel, and I think I gave somebody a stolen base without rolling. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, you roll. I just when the little plus sign comes up, I roll on the player. You know, and it'll be a 20-sided die. If he's a good base stealer, he'll be like a 75% chance of stealing, and so on. Yeah, bad with names. Yeah, you are bad with names. You're a yeah, I am caretaker. Without the sound in the background, I'm a caretaker, ID Jester. Somebody sent me some sort of message. Let's see. I hope it's nothing bad. Because that's no. I don't know who sent me that message there. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Let me check. We'll be home tomorrow. Okay. All right, so let's get the sound going here to finish up the game, the last 3 outs. And I'm going to print out the rating sheets. All right, here goes. It's going to be Victor Cruz, Cruz can go 9. How many has he gone? We may have to bring in a new pitcher. Let's see how many he's gone here. Victor Cruz. He can go 9. He's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gone 8. No, 7. So we're going to bring in a new pitcher. Who else should we bring in? Who did we use so far? Let's see. Who did we use? We used Cruz, only 1 pitcher. So we're going to bring in Ochinko. I love saying that name. Ochinko. Ochocinco. Oh, I remember that crazy wide receiver. Wasn't it a wide receiver for the Bengals who changed his name? Ochocinco, 85, his number in Spanish. What the heck was that all about? That's kind of strange, but I like it. I thought that was kind of cool at the time, by the way. A little bit daring, a little bit eccentric, but that's okay. Makes things fun. So we're looking for Ochinko. And let me see. So I'm getting ready to have dinner now. So I'm glad I'm down to the last inning. All right, Bub. All right, you're excited. Somebody got home. I know you're excited. She comes to check with me. Says, I'm so excited about this. I want to share my excitement with you. So at first he jumps all over me, and I've been sitting here for hours. And then he goes and he pays attention to the person who came in. He's got a weird system. So I'm looking for Ochocinco. There he is, Bob Ochinko. He's a lefty. And he's going to finish this off. Let's see, Ochinko. There you go. And it's going to be Mickey Klutz. Oh, no, actually, it's Peachlow. Peachlo's up. Here's the pitch in the 9th inning. It's a 52. That's going to be an error check on the third baseman. Third base is Toby Hara. Hara is a 4. We rolled a 5, so it's a ball that he gets to. Over to first, 1 down. We did not pinch hit for Peachlow. Not worried about that right now. Here's Ricky Henderson. That's a 9 at 21. It's an out. It's a fly to left. 2 down. And the A's are down to their last out. Top of the 9th. It is a 16. A 16 is a 1-3 strikeout. Otherwise, it is a ground ball to the first baseman. Hargrove steps on the bag ahead of Murphy, and that is the ball game. The A's lose it. They lose it by a score of 8-4. McCaddy had a tough outing. Probably one of the toughest outings I've had in a long time. The win's going to go to Dan Spillner, and the loss is going to go to Steve McCaddy. This is CP Cards and Dice. Final scores: Cleveland 8, A's 4. The A's with 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. The Cleveland Indians with 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 8 left on base. CP Cards and Dice. I will see you guys soon.